Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a clean practical walkthrough of the NumPy cheat sheet, one of the most important tools used in the world of data science and AI. Whether you are a beginner brushing up your skills, this guide will give you everything you need to understand how NumPy works and why it is the backbone of Python's entire data ecosystem. Before we start going through the cheat sheet, let us answer one important question. Why is NumPy such a big deal? It is the numerical engine behind almost every Python data libraries. Pandas uses NumPy, Scikit-learn uses NumPy, TensorFlow and PyTorch both use NumPy like tensors inspired by it. If you are working with large data sets, images, audios, or statistical models or deep learning, you are using NumPy even if you don't see it. It gives you fast vectorized operations, efficient handling of large arrays, and mathematical tools that pure Python simply can't match. So mastering NumPy early will make the rest of your AI journey faster, easier, and much intuitive. This will be shared in the video as well. The first thing that we need to understand is how you want to import NumPy, as it is a package. So you have to use import this as np is a alias that saves us from typing NumPy again and again. You can also check your install version with print np version. That's useful when debugging or following the tutorials. Then we look into creating arrays. NumPy's core building block is ndarray, the short of n-dimensional array. You can create one from a Python list like this, np.array 1, 2, 3, but in practice we often initialize arrays directly like np.zeros 3, 3, a 3 by 3 matrix of zeros, np.ones same shaped but filled with 1, np.arrange 0, 10, that is a value from 0 to 9, and np.rand 3, 3, a 3 by 3 matrix of random values. These are extremely useful for testing, simulating data, and building machine learning pipelines. The next one is the array attributes. Once we have an array, we usually ask two questions: what's the shape and what's the data type? arr.shape tells us the dimension, for example 2, 3 for a 2 into 3 matrix, whereas arr.dtype tells us whether the data is an integer, float, etc. Shape and dtype matter a lot for matrix operations and ML model inputs. Then we go into indexing and slicing. NumPy indexing works just like Python but extends for multiple dimensions, like arr 0 is the first element, arr -1 is the last, arr 1, 4 slice from index 1 up to not including 4, whereas arr 01 is the row 0 column 1 for a 2D array. A keynote: slicing usually returns a view and not a copy. This is great for performance but can surprise beginners, so keep this in mind. Array manipulation. Now let us talk about reshaping and stacking. arr.reshape 3, 2 changes the shape of the array without changing the data. You must make sure that the number of elements stay the same. Stacking operations helps when combining data, like we have np.vstack that stacks vertically, it adds rows, whereas np.hstack it stacks horizontally, it adds columns. These are heavily used in machine learning, pre-processing and batching. Now we have arithmetic operations. NumPy shines when it comes to vectorized maths. If you write arr1 plus arr2, it adds elements position by position. Same for subtraction, multiplication and division. NumPy also supports broadcasting. meaning a smaller array can stretch across a larger one automatically. This eliminates slow loops and makes your computation incredibly fast. Statistical operations, like this is used a lot when we are doing our EDA, exploratory data analysis. It has built-in tools for quick statistics like mean, median, standard deviation with axis equal to 0 or axis equal to 1. Can compute stats column wise or row wise. These are some of the first commands you use when exploring an EDA. Closing thoughts is this is a walkthrough of basic NumPy. NumPy is not just another library, it is a foundation of data science and machine learning. If you practice these commands regularly, everything from pandas to PyTorch will feel natural. If you found this walkthrough useful, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what topic you want next. Pandas, matplotlib, or maybe machine learning algorithms. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.